their 20s, the last thing on their mind is investing. And that's because most young people actually believe they still have the rest of their lives to actually settle this aspect of their lives. However, one advantage to starting this early is that you could likely become wealthy by the time you are in your 30s. So while your mates are actually struggling to find their footings financially, you are settled and well on your way towards building a really enviable investment portfolio. Now, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 9 investment tips that can help you get started and actually perfect the act of investing in your 20s. Welcome back to my channel where I share tips and ideas that will grow your income both online and offline. Now in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can get started investing in your 20s. Actually, how you can actually become successful investing in your 20s. Now, like I said in the intro, investing this early actually helps you attain wealth much earlier than your mates would. Okay, now to go straight to the point, the very first tip you want to know when you want to start investing is that you need to invest in yourself. Now, a lot of us go through school, but if you notice in school, the financial knowledge isn't taught the way it should. We get taught just the very basic things we need to know, and then we are left to learn whatever we need ourselves. Now, if you are thinking of starting on an investment journey, the very first thing you want to do is you want to get as much knowledge as you can in this field. Okay, now I would recommend reading books. Okay, I'm going to be putting some books you should read, okay, in the description. I would recommend reading investment books, watching videos, just do everything possible that ensures that you actually becoming seasoned in this field. Okay, because guys, the truth is investment, while it can make you rich, is actually a two-edged sword. It can actually make you lose a lot of money if you don't know what you are doing. Okay, now guys, the second thing you want to do is you want to cut down on expenses as much as possible, because in your 20s, unless you have a really good job that pays you well, you really will not have a lot of money on hand to invest. So to correct this, you want to ensure that you're cutting back on expenses, things that are not really needed at this point. You should cut down on them as much as possible. You also want to ensure that you are risk-free, because this will entail having to curb having to curb impulse shopping and buying things just to impress your friends. Okay, because this is actually the age for it. In your 20s, you want to buy the latest phone, you want to use the latest weave as a woman. But in your 20s, if you're really going to have a lot more money to invest, then you really want to take care of this aspect as well. Now, the third tip you want to do is that you want to get help while you perfect. So you think that once you decide to start investing, you can actually start the next day. However, I would recommend you use the services of professionals. Okay, get help, get someone to manage your portfolios. Okay, these guys are already trained, they are seasoned, they know which investment platforms are working and which you shouldn't really sink too much of your fund into. So you really want to take advantage of their expertise as well to get started. Now, the fourth tip you want to do is that you want to actually find a mentor. Now guys, in all of my videos I kind of emphasize getting a mentor. An investment mentor has actually spent a lot of years in the investment industry. Okay, he knows the investment opportunities that are hot, he knows that are really risky, and he can put you through. So you really want to find someone that will put you through on what to do and what investments to avoid. Now guys, the fifth point you want to know is that you want to join an investment group. Now, for everything I do, I try to find groups. Okay, there are blogger groups I am in, there are YouTube groups, there are just every kind of groups I join, and I make sure I join groups that are active, so I can learn a thing or two. People are always willing to teach a thing. Guys, you also want to, number 6, you also want to keep it simple. Now, it's common practice for most people to get started investing and then to start going into heavy investments. Okay, you see your friend into an investment sinking in probably 200,000 and you want to do the same. However, unless you are really seasoned, you're knowledgeable about this investment opportunity, putting that much money into it could actually be taking a risk. And granted, while a lot of people say in your 20s you can take risk, but you want to ensure you are taking only calculated risks. So at this point, at the beginning, you want to ensure that you are keeping things simple. You're investing just a little amount at a time. Okay. Now, I'd recommend we're investing probably like 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira for your very first try, and then you can reinvest your profits and actually sinking more money into this investment platform. So you want to ensure you're keeping things simple while you learn the ropes. If you want to do that, you want to take calculated risk, which I just mentioned now. Okay, you want to ensure that you're not putting in too much money into an investment platform you know less to nothing about. Okay, because you could actually be throwing away good money. And I know in your 20s you can't take risk, but you should only be taking calculated risk at this point. Okay, now the eighth tip you want to know, the eighth point you want to know is that you want to incrementally raise your investment rate. Okay, so now you have fixed money to this investment and it has yielded a good result. You have tried the next one, it has yielded a good result. So the next thing you want to do is that you want to gradually increase your investment rate. So now probably you put in 10,000 this month, then you put in 20,000. Now after finding out that these investments are actually good ones, you want to sink in more money into this channel. Okay, now guys, the ninth point I should say is that you want to diversify your portfolio. Now I cannot stress this enough. Now guys, when I started investing, I sunk 100% of my capital into the stock market. Now if you are aware of what happened like 10 years back, you know that there was a really huge crash in this market, and every single long-term investor actually made huge losses. Now this taught me a big lesson. Now from then on, what I do is that I break my investment. I make sure I'm investing in not just the stock market. I'm going into real estate. I'm going to it smaller and bigger. I'm going into buying of businesses, sinking in money into businesses. You know, you just want to look out there and find an investment that you can find investments that you can actually put your money into, so that you actually like reduce your risk. So then that is all for today. The 9 tips that will help you get started in your investment journey in your 20s. So I hope you've been able to learn a thing or two from this video. I share tips and ideas like this regularly, tips to boost your income online, offline. So if you would like to get more tips like this, consider subscribing. Click the red subscribe button, like this video, share this video, and then turn on your notification icon so you don't miss any of our videos. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.